Good morning, dear students. Welcome you all in your maths class. Since children, we were doing measurement chapter. Under measurement, we all have already understood what weight is and the unit which we use to measure different type of weight. What capacity is, uh, and we all have understood these two parts under measurement. Now, today, children, let's understand what length is. Okay, so length क्या है? Length is a word, length is a term which tell us how long an object is. Okay, if we find out how long this wire, that means we are finding its length. ये वायर कितना लंबा है, that will term as its length, or else how long this rope is. So here under length, we find out how long an object is. That is called length. Now children, let's understand how we measure different length. How we can measure the lengths. Earlier, when there were no unit in use like centimeter, meter and kilometer, जब ये unit नहीं थे, then learn how the people used to measure different length. Earlier, when there were no units, people used this is called hand span. This is called hand span. Okay, let's learn what hand span is. Hand span क्या होता है? Hand span is the distance of tip of the little finger to the distance of tip of the thumb. Okay? Distance of tip of the thumb to the distance of the tip of the little finger. This length of an outstretched hand is called hand span. Just see. If we are let's try to find out the length of this scale, this steel scale by using hand span. Just I'm stretching my hand like this. This is one hand span, then two hand span. You can see the length of this scale is two hand span. So this is called hand span. Further, people use their foot span also. Foot span क्या है? This is the distance of tip of the finger to the heel of the foot. This distance is called foot span. Okay, children? So people used to use their foot span to measure length also. And further they use cubit. What cubit is? Cubit is the, look at here, cubit is the length of elbow to the length of the tip of the finger. This length, okay, this length from elbow to the tip of the finger, this length is called 1 cubit. So when earlier, बहुत पहले या आज भी people uses these different unit for measuring different length. No, now let's measure the length of the tip of the table, measure the length of this table by cubit. Just like here, I'm just adjusting my elbow at one end of the length, like here. This is 1 cubit, 2 cubit. Okay, we can see the length of the table is 2 cubit. Similarly, you can measure the length of anything by using your foot span also. But we have some standard unit also for measuring different length like centimeter, meter and kilometer. So we have centimeter. C-E-N-T-I-M-E-T-R-E, centimeter. This is the smaller unit for measuring length. In short, we write down cm. Then next is metre, meter, which is represented as small m. And then kilometer, Kilometre. Kilometer is represented as km. So these are the different unit. There are others unit also except this. इसके अलावा भी और भी unit होते हैं जो कि आप higher classes में पढ़ोगे. So let's learn about these units. Centimeter is the smaller unit which is used to measure the small length, like length of this pencil, length of the pen, length of your book, okay, and length of this remote. All these type of length we use to measure with the centimeter. Meter is the longer unit, or meter is used to measure the long, tall or thick things, like length of the sari. Okay, you know the length of your mama's sari is near about 5 meter or 6 meter. Length of bed sheet, length of curtain, length of rope, long rope. This is also around 1 meter. So length of the long object we use to measure with the meter unit. And the kilometer. Some height also we can measure, just like height of the room, length of your room also, height of the building, height of a tree. Okay, these distances or these lengths we use to measure by the meter, with the meter unit. Now kilometer, as I have already told, kilometer is the longest unit or the biggest unit you can say. So this is used to measure the long distances. Okay, kilometer is used to measure long distances, like distance of your home to your school, distance of home to office, घर से office तक का distance, distance of one city to the other city also we measure with the kilometer, like distance of Jamshedpur to Ranchi, distance from Jamshedpur to Delhi. So all the distances we measure with kilometer. Okay children, so these are the unit which is used to measure different type of lengths. Length. Now let's learn how to measure length. For measuring length, we have some scales like this. This is called meter scale. आपने देखा होगा जो दर्जी होते हैं, जो which is called जो स्टिच क्लॉथ को स्टिच करते हैं, they use these type of meter scale. कारपेंटर वगैरह भी, जो कारपेंटर also uses this type of scale, this type of scales. This is a small scale जो आपके पास भी होगा. तो now you all have to use this type of scale. This is called ruler also. This is called ruler also. So let's learn how to measure the length with the ruler. Okay, हम क्या करते हैं? Let's learn. We are measuring the length of your maths book with this. तो आप यहाँ ध्यान से देखो, आप सबके पास स्केल होगा. यहाँ सबसे पहला 0 होता है. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 until 15. ये छोटे वाले स्केल में 15 तक लगा है. तो ये जो मेजरमेंट है, these are the centimeters. These are the centimeters. ये लंबा स्केल है, इसमें 30 सेंटीमीटर्स है. ये इसका डबल है, यू कैन मेजर इट. तो दिस इज 30 सेंटीमीटर लॉन्ग, दिस इज 15 सेंटीमीटर लॉन्ग, और ये तो आपका 1 मीटर लॉन्ग है. तो लेट्स लर्न. तो हम क्या करते हैं, इसका एक एंड, वन एंड ऑफ द बुक, वी विल मैच वन एंड ऑफ द बुक विद द 0. यू कैन सी, एक एंड को आप 0 के साथ मैच करोगे एग्जैक्टली, एंड देन यू विल सी कि आपका दूसरा 15 सेंटीमीटर कहाँ गया है. इट इज हियर, वी कैन सी. यहाँ पे आप एक मार्क लगा दोगे. देन अगेन ये हो गया आपका ये 15 सेंटीमीटर. Then again you will match this mark with the 0 and then you will see ये लास्ट वाला कहाँ गया 12 सेंटीमीटर. तो यहाँ से यहाँ तक का डिस्टेंस 15 सेंटीमीटर और यहाँ से यहाँ तक का डिस्टेंस 12 सेंटीमीटर हुआ. तो 15 plus 12 if you will add then you will get 27 सेंटीमीटर. यानी इस बुक का लेंथ कितना हो गया 27 सेंटीमीटर. Now let's learn length of this pen with the scale सेंटीमीटर. You can see. तो एक टिप को आप 0 से मैच करोगे. 0 के साथ हम मैच करते हैं, एकदम ये जरूरी है. वी हैव टू मैच वन एंड ऑफ द मेजरिंग थिंग. जिस चीज का भी लेंथ मेजर करना है उसका एक एंड को आप 0 से मैच करोगे बिल्कुल. एंड यू विल फाइंड द अदर एंड कि दूसरा एंड कहाँ है. हियर वी कैन सी द अदर एंड इज एट 14 पे है. तो इस पेन का लेंथ हो गया 14 सेंटीमीटर. नाउ लेट्स लर्न हाउ टू ड्रॉ लेंथ. जस्ट लाइक हियर. हम क्या करेंगे बाय यूजिंग दिस स्केल. ऐसे आप रखोगे और इसका एक डॉट लगाओगे एट 0. सपोज वी हैव टू ड्रॉ अ लेंथ ऑफ 10 सेंटीमीटर. तो 10 कहाँ है 10 के एकदम जस्ट ऊपर. 0 एक तो 0 पे दूसरा 10 के ऊपर. एंड देन यू विल ड्रॉ एंड यू विल हैव टू नेम इट आल्सो A B and the length of this line segment is 10 centimeter like this. It's very easy but always we have to match one end with the 0 और जो दूसरा एंड जिस पॉइंट पर होगा जिस सेंटीमीटर नंबर पे होगा that will tell it that number will be the length of that. And there is a relationship between these three different units. Just like here 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. And children 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. Okay, so these two are very important thing. 100 centimeter will make 1 meter and 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. Okay, that's all. I hope all you have understood. I hope all you have enjoyed this video and learned everything about length. That's all. Thank you, children.